Okay guys, we're up to day 6 and today's day 6 tea is called the North Star. Here are some of the ingredients: sugar orange peels, Nana's mint with white star sprinkles. It's kind of good too. So I'll mix this up and drink my tea for the day. Good morning everyone. There was a little star in your kettle with something like a star. She's like, Mama, it's a whole star. I'm like, you shouldn't drink that, it's a star. So girl, it's probably chocolate. See you today. Hey guys, welcome back to another day of Vlogmas. So today's video, I'm going to do my follow-up review, what I thought about New York and traveling during this pandemic, as well as did I feel safe? The question of the day, the hour. So let's start by saying that this is just my personal opinions, how I felt, and my truth and my story. You may hear something completely different from somebody else. This is just how I felt about traveling. We traveled to New York on Friday, December 3rd, and we arrived back home in Chicago on Sunday, December the 5th. So this was a quick weekend getaway. Before we left, we did take a COVID test, and it was negative. My daughter and I are both vaccinated, fully vaccinated, since we're staying there, and scheduled to get boosted once we return back from vacation. I'm supposed to get boosted already, but life happens. Okay. So, when we travel, the weirdest thing about traveling in this pandemic, this is me. Whatever city I'm going in, we always got to fly, right? I don't quite understand how they be careful. The variance is here, is here, is here. But at the airport, you first check in. All you hear, please wear your mask and please practice social distancing. Make sure you're 6 feet apart from your person, all as you're walking through the airport. But you'll put me on a plane like a bunch of sardines. You're like this in line, 1 through 30, and everybody like this in line. You get on the plane, everybody like this in line, and you're sitting like this. I don't get that if we still in a pandemic. That's me. And I've been traveling this year quite a lot through this pandemic, but I don't get how people are so afraid to go visit certain cities. But in this pandemic, if you're flying, you're going to be like this. But all through the airport, you hear, please make sure you practice social distancing. Please make sure this and that. Whatever. That's just my first point. I still, when I fly, I get in there, wipe my seat down, and sanitize everything. I'm that person that go to I always have an A boarding position most times. I mostly fly with Southwest. And I always walk to the back of the plane because everybody want to bunch up front. Walk to the back of the plane, literally sit in the last row because nobody's there by the time I get on the plane. Wipe my seat down, get everything situated, and I sit in my seat and make sure that I'm covered up, protected. I literally wait till the plane is literally empty and they're cleaning the plane off before I walk off. I'm practicing social distancing. Okay? We made it through New York airport again. You hear, make sure you practice social distancing, whatever. The airport is absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous. A lady in the airport told me that that's a newly redesigned airport. I don't know if it's a new airport, but she said it ain't always look like this. But the airport is absolutely gorgeous and beautifully decorated for the holidays. I didn't get footage because I was tired of going both ways. Absolutely gorgeous decorations. I wish I got footage. Gorgeous decorations at the airport in New York. Arriving to New York, the Uber traffic is a beast in New York. I could never drive in New York. Never. Traffic was whoa. Couldn't do that. Everybody drive absolutely crazy. One of the cab drivers told me that, people don't respect you driving, so you just got to get your respect. I'm like, well, damn, y'all drive crazy. We're going to drive to Chicago. You get a ticket in Chicago driving like that. So yeah, but let's talk about what we do the first day we got there. I'm trying to figure things out. We first got there, we walked up and down Times Square, right? Because that was Lion King Day, and we did the big bus city tour. Joe's Pizza, we got there. It wasn't crowded, so pretty much social distancing was fine there. New York was packed. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and lie in front. I'm gonna tell you the good, the bad, the ugly from my point of view. New York was packed. Okay, it could have been away because it was a weekend. It was also the first weekend after the Christmas tree was lit up, so it could have been that. It was packed. No lie. New York was packed. So you had so many people out there trying to sell you things. And I get we was in the touristy spot in Times Square, but we did the hop on and off bus tour. It's like 1,001 vendors trying to sell you things there. We get in line like this, okay? But of course, I always, when I travel, try to stay with my party. So me and my daughter was pretty much up close, whatever. We got our seats. We made sure to keep a seat in between us and another person, so we felt okay on the bus tour. It's a bus tour. We was at the top. Yes, it was cold. Y'all saw that. But we was in the open air, so I felt safe on the bus tour. I didn't feel not safe. We in open air, we up top, we still had our mask on. Every time, this is out of habit now, we touch something, we always hand sanitize everything. After we touch something, just in case you want to touch your face, something like that, you know, making sure that we doing our thing. It's our protocols. You guys saw I take those little portable hand sanitizers, the foldable ones. I had a spray hand sanitizer. I had my little portable Lysol spray. My daughter had hand sanitizer. Everything we touched, the hand railings or something, we hand sanitizer immediately. We also had on gloves most of the time, but just still, we was constantly hand sanitizing ourselves. Every stop that we did hop off, because it was mostly open air stops, we tried to make sure we do our best and maintain social distance. At the 911 Memorial, it was complete social distancing there, so we felt safe there. Everybody was doing their part, definitely out there for the most part. No one was like bunched up there, you know. Every little cluster, you know, was just their group. So that was completely fine. As people take on pictures, they'll, you know, wait back, take their picture there, you know, or whatever. So I felt completely safe there. We had back on, trying to remember what we did in order. Hop back on the bus tour. We went back to the room to drop off some bags after we ate and things of that nature. We went to the Lion King play. We went to the red stairs, back up, the red stairs. Oh my God. Y'all, the red stairs, first of all, it was beautiful. Beautiful. But that area was packed. It was packed. The area was extremely packed. Oh my God, that area was packed. A lot of people there. So me and my daughter was walking like locked arms and making sure that we not bump into people and things of that nature. And we got on the stairs. We went way to the top in the little area. So it was like us, but it still was packed. Not gonna lie, I was proud in the steps. And a picture that I posted, I was kind of standing down a few steps. I'm gonna probably post this picture somewhere around here. You see me, and behind me is like a lot of people. One thing I like about New York is, you know, you get like the Amber Alerts pop up on your phone, some type of Amber Alert. There are these like pop up alerts, like you're in a COVID, you seem to be in an area, a hotspot of COVID. I forgot the message. I didn't screenshot the message. And it'll pop like an Amber Alert on my phone. Make sure you're practicing social distance. New York, I give you kudos for that. That was actually really nice to receive those messages. We didn't stay around that area very long because the Lion King theater was literally right around the corner. So we went around the corner and did that. Once we got to the Lion King, I think I showed y'all we had to show a proof of vaccination. Any restaurant you go into, you had to show proof of your vaccination. And I had our passports and our vaccination card together. Got to the Lion King. We got there pretty early. We was in the front of the line. Thank God for that. But then the line got longer than you like this again. I don't get it. If you want us to practice social distancing venues, and this is not just New York, this is Chicago, airports. You want us to practice social distance, encourage these buildings and these airports, these restaurants to do it as well. You can't tell us to practice social distance, but then you get us in lines and have us like this. Beyond our control. We got to our seats pretty fast. I was trying to be slick. Didn't work. When I booked our seats, I had us at 108, and then I jumped to 110, hoping that nobody booked a seat for 109, because usually in Illinois, people won't book a single seat in between two people. They just leave it empty. So when I go to different venues here, movie theaters and plays here, it's always the empty seat available. So as the play started, they done walk down the aisle, somebody come running in and sit there. I'm like, oh God. So I had Kayla move over, so Kayla was next to me and the lady sat on the side. But theater was packed. Packed. Thank God we all wore a mask. We all was vaxxed, but still it was packed. I'm not gonna sit there and lie. I did feel uncomfortable there. Had to go to the bathroom during the break, intermission. bathroom line wrapped around the corner, and it's packed. I'm gonna ask to using public bathrooms. I have my clothes wiped in my bag. I'm wiping down the seat. I'm wiping down the things in there. I put the little paper thing on. I'm just being real. Put the paper thing on there again. So I'm in the bathroom take a long time because I'm wiping and cleaning the public bathroom because I don't even like using public bathrooms. I had to go because I was drinking. So I did all that. Got back to my seat as soon as I can. Whatever. Upon exiting the venue, of course, just like airplanes, everybody jump up. You encouraging us to practice social distance, but you run us out of theaters like cattle. So once again, I sat there until it was pretty much empty, walked out, and went my merry way. Of course, you know, I was in a room with the girls, and we all vaccinated. Even then, if you guys notice in the vlogs, because Edna, JT, and Kisha live so close to it, they've been in New York many times. It was Kayla and I first time there. So we went to do all the good touristy stuff. They would do their thing, but we still saw each other and hung out when we was together. But yeah, a lot of times we wasn't together. But those are my girls. I know what they're doing in their hometown. I know their social distance. I know how their COVID policies and procedure was because I follow them every day in life. And so I didn't feel unsafe around my girls. Of course not. I know we vaxxed and, you know, all of that stuff. And, you know, I know from following our life through social media, how we are all taking this pandemic extremely serious. That probably I didn't have. At the meet and greet with the ladies, we all are like, we literally met strangers who became our family. I love this material. I love the fact, and ladies, thank you so much. And ladies, if you're at the meet and greet, confirm down what I'm about to say, because y'all don't think I'm lying. I love the fact that every last single lady took this pandemic serious. We had people that had alcohol wipes. Everybody had multiple hand sanitizer. Every single lady was vaccinated. Every single lady took the pandemic serious. Where you hand sanitizer, I got sent, I got unsent. Like, we all was deep with our COVID things, and I love it. Ladies, leave a comment down below. Yeah, I know I ain't lying. Every lady had. We had enough hand sanitizer to cover all New York. So that means to say that. And we sat together, when we first did the meet and greet, we was together in our own little cluster. The restaurant had these little plastic barricades up, which made me feel safe as well. So overall, I felt safe when I was with the girls, the ladies. I felt like we all was one accord. A lot of people don't take this pandemic as something serious. They do their own little things, whatever. I love my YouTube family. I love my subscribers that we met. I love that we all took being safe seriously. That's me. Let's have a good time, but we're going to be safe doing this. So ladies, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for that. Literally, seriously, thank you. Even my daughter said, Mom, everybody was serious about the pandemic. Everybody had this. Everybody had that. We was discussing it, like everybody was amazing with that point. So I want to thank you ladies for that. You know, you coming out to meet people behind the screen, and you know, you made sure that you were safe and we were kept safe. I love that. After the meet and greet, we did dinner. Statue of Liberty. I gotta forget that one. Again, all you hear, make sure you practice social distancing, maintain 6 feet between you and your friends, and la. You put us on this ferry and we on there like cattle. I'm just being real. The way that these businesses are running in this pandemic is ridiculous. It was so packed. Oh my God. So of course, if you see the vlog, I'm upstairs in open air in the corner. I get everybody want to take a picture with the statue. I get it. But don't come in me and my daughter's space, gonna cuss you out. We in this little corner doing our best to social distance. Don't come in our space. And yes, it was cold, but I stood out there because I wanted to be in open air. And I didn't want to sit inside where it was warm because I want to make sure if I'm going to be crowded, I'm going to be crowded in open air. But it was, oh my God, I have anxiety sometimes about this stuff. And it was extremely crowded on that ferry. Of course, once you're on the island, it was nice. And, you know, everybody was practicing social distancing then. But it just makes me mad when you're inside these venues that you have no control over, that they forget about practice social distance, but you hear it on a speaker, whatever. So yeah, those are the main venues I'm thinking. The Ferry, the Lion King, the restaurant, yeah. Okay, then make sure I'm touching on everything. On the way back home, the same thing. Luckily, we had an early flight. It wasn't crowded in the airport. On the way back home, we had 20 or 30 seats empty open. So me and my daughter had to go by herself. It was one lady sitting in front of us, and the rest of the seats around us was pretty much empty. People don't go to the back of the plane. Tip. Well, I don't want y'all to say it because y'all might take over for me. If you have anxiety about the pandemic or you don't want to fly, go to the back of the plane. Nobody's going to be back there for some reason. Unless the plane is a sporty packed. Even then, if you got an early boarding pass, you can get back there sooner. So I don't want to vent too long. I will say this, not even venting. These are just my truth, how I felt. Honestly, I felt 1,000% safe, even in the packed areas, because I did my best to make sure I was in open air and, you know, stay with the people who I was with and didn't venture off. Even, it's something funny, even when people like, oh, when we take a picture, oh, yes, thank you, and you take a picture with your phone, I literally was taking my cars, like wiping my phone back off again. So it's like even little things like that. People like, you take my picture, oh, sure. I use somebody else's camera, I'm wiping my hands on hand sanitizer. So even little things like that, I wasn't praying about at all. But yeah, so COVID test is going to be done to make sure I'm recording this video in advance. Y'all saw me to shut up yesterday, don't judge me. But COVID test is going to be done. And I will post the results or tell you about it in another video or maybe tomorrow's video. But we're going to make sure that we are negative because we got a cruise to go on and we leave for next Friday. Ain't like a time for that. But of course, we feel completely symptom free. Again, we had a negative test before. We're going to have one after. I always try to make sure that my parents know I have a love for traveling. They respect that. A lot of them watch this video. Hey, parents. And I always tell my parents, you know, if you're in an area where somebody had COVID, please let me know because I have other kids I serve. I do the same thing for my parents. So because I did travel, I'm going to give them the peace of mind. It's my daycare name, Peace of Mind Daycare. I'm going to give them peace of mind as well. Let them know, yes, we traveled to New York. Yes, y'all heard about the new variants in New York. We took a COVID test before, negative, after negative. We don't have to share that with everybody. It's our business. But I believe in complete honesty because I feel like if more people was honest about this pandemic and having it the way it was at, we can lower this thing. Vax or not, that's your business. But if you're around somebody that got COVID, if you had COVID, you tell others, don't come around me with that shit. I'm sorry. Be real. Hey, I was around somebody who had COVID. I'm going to quarantine. If more of us did that, I guarantee your stuff will be lower. And that's just the sermon of Veronica. And I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tomorrow, we're going to have some fun planned for you guys, okay? Peace, my loves. Okay, guys, so this is actually the next day. You know I pre-recorded the video that you just saw, but I just took my little at-home COVID test where you call the people and you got to have your camera and all that crap together. I got these tests for the cruise. So I just took this test, and as you guys can see, fresh out of New York, I am negative. So yeah, so if I have any COVID-related symptoms, I can take another test. But since I'm already scheduled to take a test next week, Thursday, because I'm leaving for the cruise, I'm going to be good. Carla test results was also negative. So we both are negative coming back from our trip, and we're just going to monitor ourselves to make sure that if we have any type of symptoms between now and then, that we will take another test before next Thursday, the test we got to take before our cruise. So I want to show y'all my results. I didn't show y'all the whole process because I didn't think I want to see it. But again, it's the one that you got to actually talk to someone. They walk you through it. It's the RX one. I want to get this one done and not just do the regular. But I do have the regulars at home too. Y'all saw it in the previous haul. All right. Thanks for watching.